You have a game, how can you have a clutch performer without mentioning the GOAT right there, Tom Brady? And you know what? He's getting dangerous in this new offense of the Bucs. Great defensive team, and you know what? His BFF Gronk is back, has a couple of touchdowns lately and 10 catches. Man, they're hitting on all 8 cylinders. Our clutch performer is Tom Brady, the GOAT.
I would say that is a good selection there. All right, let's take a look at who else will be winning this evening on our Monday Night Football picks through Week 7. All right, I'm still in first place at 7-1, but look at Willie and Mooch right on my coattails, 6-2. David Carr, you need to step it up, my friend, at 4-4. So, fellas, let's pick this one. Let's do it again. Willie, start us off. Who you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb, all right? I'm going with the Bucs, 35-17. And I just think there's too much on both sides of the ball. Moochie just talked about the explosive offense, getting on the same page in sync. Now that the tight end's making plays, the receivers are all on the same page. Explosive. But the defense is going to smother the Giants' receivers. Todd Bowles has done a great job of his versatile, athletic defense, putting these guys in position. And I just don't think Daniel Jones and that Giants offense has enough.
Willie, you know, when I look at this, so my 4-4 record, okay, I've been going with my heart a lot. Now, my heart would tell me to go with the Giants here, but I'm not going to go with the Giants. I did. I cut it out last week. That's why I'm back. Go ahead, do it. So I'm going 28-10. Even though yesterday I think I said 45-0, we're going to give them 10 points, and we're going to say it's not as crazy. Bucs.
Yeah, with your heart. Okay, I'm going to go Bucs, too. That's because of my heart, my head, everything. I mean, the Bucs are a great football team. They really are. And the Giants, you know what? They're building a team. It's going to take them a couple years, right, to build this team up and surround Daniel Jones with some players. But you know what the Bucs are building? They're building momentum, and they're getting better and better and better every week. This is a heck of a team now. They're going to go deep into the playoffs. Do I say they're going to get to the Super Bowl? But right now, they've got a heck of a thing going.
All right, guys, we saw a lot of upsets this week. I do not think we will see one this evening. I am also going with the Bucs. 42-14, I think, will be the final there. It's a clean sweep. You guys may not beat me today, but we're also not going down. We'll go down together if that's the case. All right, Willie, Mooch, and David, we'll see. Let's get out to East Rutherford and welcome in Kim Jones. Kim, what has been the messaging around the Giants as they prepare to face Tom Brady and the 5-2 Bucs this week?
Hey, MJ, let's talk about a couple of things. Number one, the temperatures dipping into the 30s tonight. Number two, Tom Brady this week on Zoom, and I hope Willie McGinest can hear me right now. He mentioned that when he was young, so many older players helped him. The first name he said, Willie McGinest. For the New York Giants tonight, it's going to be a challenge, especially on the left side of that offensive line. Andrew Thomas stays at left tackle. He's been struggling a bit. And Shane Lemieux gets his first career start in place of Will Hernandez, who was sacked by COVID. For Lemieux out of Oregon, that's going to be a big challenge, helping to anchor that left side. And finally, when you talk about the Giants, you have to talk about Daniel Jones. You have to believe if they are to upset a better team this evening, he's going to have to keep the turnovers under control. And one note of a player not here tonight, I spoke with Saquon Barkley earlier today. He told me surgery went great. He said, I'm ready to attack this recovery. He added he'll be watching his team tonight on television.
Oh, Kim Jones, our eyes and ears right there for Monday Night Football. Please keep those eyes and ears nice and warm tonight, Kim. Thanks so much. We'll check in with you a little later. There has been nonstop news around the league today. Let's welcome back Ian Rappaport. Now, Ian, you already told us the Niners traded Quan Alexander earlier in the show. What other players are on the move, though, ahead of tomorrow's 4 p.m. Eastern deadline?
Yeah, we saw a couple trades either today or last night. First of all, Avery Williamson, starting linebacker for the Jets, someone who came over in free agency and really has impressed in his time coming off an ACL injury, and he goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can see him right there, hailing a cab, getting ready to go from the winless Jets to the all-of-the-win Steelers. He helps fill in for Devin Bush. That is one deal that got done. Desmond King, versatile defensive back from the Chargers. He goes to the Titans for a 6th-round pick. That is another deal that got done as Tennessee hopes to add to their defense. A couple other things we are keeping our eye on for tomorrow. Will Fuller, the Houston Texans' big play receiver has been a target of some interest from some teams around the NFL, including the Green Bay Packers. They are a team that could add potentially a big weapon, perhaps before tomorrow at the 4 p.m. deadline. Then David Njoku, the tight end for the Cleveland Browns, former first-round pick. They have so much depth there. They may get an offer they can't refuse. I know teams are calling them. We'll see what they end up doing tomorrow, MJ.
All righty, in Rappaport, lots to keep track of. We're going to take our best guesses, though. I'm going to bring back Willie and Mooch and David, because I want to talk trades. But we're also going to bring in our expert NFL GM and front office executive, Scott Pioli, because Scott will tell us if our wish list trade could actually happen. Now, Mooch, I'm going to start with you here. What trade would you like to see before Tuesday's 4 p.m. deadline here?
All right, I got one. You got to help me out with the name, though.
Ready?
I'd like to see a guy named J.J. Watt from the Texans go to the Green Bay Packers. How about that trade? The 3-time Defensive Player of the Year would look good in green, wouldn't he? Playing alongside the Smith brothers. They need some run stoppers over there. And you know what? I don't know if the elections are done yet or not, but if he gets there early tonight, he can run for mayor for Pewaukee, Wisconsin, that little town that he's from. Yeah, right there, I think. And so, J.J. Watt, Scott Pioli, to the Packers. What say you?
You know, Mooch, first of all, I'm shocked that you're going with the Green Bay Packers being involved with the trade, right? You, Green Bay Packers, who'd guess it? Anyway, you know, J.J. Watt, I kind of love the idea of this, Mooch, but here are a couple things that have to be overcome. The Packers have $6.8 million of cap space. J.J. Watt is still due $8.2 million over the course of the rest of this season. So they've got to come up with $1.4 million of cap space in order for this trade to happen. But when I look at Houston, I think this is a terrific idea for the Houston Texans because they need draft capital. Remember, they traded Laramie Tunsil, or traded for Laramie Tunsil, and they are missing a first-round pick and a second-round pick in 2021. So I really like the way this sounds, Mooch, if they can come up with a little extra dough. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you say there's a chance.
All right, there's a chance. Scott, okay, I got one for you. I'm wearing my silver and black today. I know you're going to be shocked as well that I'm going to go try and find a lockdown corner for the Las Vegas Raiders. Earmuffs, Willie. Stephon Gilmore needs to be the Las Vegas Raider. 6 points they give up against the Browns. If they could get him, add him to this, Jonathan Abram in the secondary, these guys are going to start playing great defense. Offense is already there. We just need one more piece to get over the hump. Scott, tell me there's a chance. I can start a GoFundMe, whatever I got to do to find the cash. Can we make this happen?
David, I'm telling you, you got a chance here. Now, again, let's talk about the cap implications. Right now, the Raiders have $6 million of cap space, and Stephon Gilmore is due an additional $6.9 million this season with the balance of the next 9 weeks in salary. So they only need to get $900,000 of cap space. Not a big deal at all. But this is interesting because you've got a corner that's one of the elite corners in the National Football League. The Patriots love him, but he's 30 years old. And now you've got to think about what are the Patriots thinking? How are they viewing the rest of the season? Do they start thinking about making trades now in order to build up some draft capital to have more picks for next year? Are they thinking about this season only, or are they thinking about this season and the future? So, interesting choice, and I kind of like the idea a little bit right there, David.
Haven't they won enough, Willie and Scott? I think you guys have you've had enough. Let's just share. That's great.
All right, Scotty P, you keep talking about sell, sell, sell. What about buying? Let's stay in New England. They need a receiver. Edelman is out, okay? N'Keal Harry, Myers, he's coming along. How about Michael Thomas from the New Orleans Saints goes to New England? You know about these big type of trades they had. Remember Reggie Wayne went there? Remember Chad Johnson? Remember a guy by the name of Corey Dillon and Randy Moss? Okay, now, where there's smoke, there's fire. He was benched week 5. Michael Thomas, that is, has not played in the last couple of weeks. From what I'm hearing, he's not a great teammate. He hasn't been good in the locker room. He's not getting along. And why is he not on the football field? Now, if the Saints can get what they want, and I'm just throwing it out there, I'm not even going to say a first round. I'm going to say maybe a